Hello, everyone. This is James Fisher, aka Uniquely Worship, and I wanted to get on here to talk about the inspiration behind my new worship single, Psalm 73, verse 25, which will be available on June 28th on all streaming platforms. So if you have not pre-saved it or pre-ordered it, you can pre-save it on Apple Music or on Spotify, or you could pre-order it on iTunes. Then please do so. But regardless of that, I'm here to talk about the inspiration behind the song, because the song itself, it's really interesting how it kind of played out. So essentially, in terms of its origins, I literally went to sleep and God showed me in a dream a melody, right? And a beat that I was kind of like, oh, this sounds good. It kind of felt like heaven energy, like it felt like something heavenly, right? Like it felt like I was in a different space, right? When I was sleeping, and then I woke up and I just recorded the melody to it, right? Whom have I in heaven but you, right? And I was kind of like, okay, I just put it to the side. And granted, this is when I was in college as well. So I went to the University of Pennsylvania for undergrad, and I was part of a gospel choir group. And I remember just like getting that melody stuck in my head, right? And I was okay. And then while I was in a rehearsal, I actually asked some members of that team, that gospel choir group. It's called the New Spirit of Penn Gospel Choir. And I actually got a few of them, and I was like, okay, can y'all just sing this for me? Like, what would the parts be? And they sung it, and then I recorded it. And then again, for a couple of years, I kind of left it alone. And then in 2021, I believe, I went to the studio to record it. And at that time, I had a connection with the producer of the song. His name is Austin Woodland, and he is a Penn alum. So I actually met him through some Penn connections, and he helped make the song alive. I was like, well, what would it cost to kind of get this song, in full production? So he kind of gave me the cost. He kind of walked me through the steps. I actually got in contact with another member as well, named Wesley, and he was a Penn alum, and he also was a part of the New Spirit of Penn Gospel Choir. So it's kind of funny how God orchestrates things. He decided to also help me with the mixing of it and the producing of it as well. So all through that, like, I kind of got connections to kind of make this song come alive. And then in 2021, I actually recorded it. And I actually also brought along a vocal coach of mine, because this was all like post-college. So I really wanted to, do a vocal coach, right, to get my voice together. So I spent about a year doing vocal training and vocal lessons with my vocal coach at the time, Cindy Hospitalis. She's amazing, by the way. And I actually invited her, since I was already a student of hers. I invited her, and I paid her for her to come online on the studio session, just to kind of, make sure my voice was together in terms of the parts and everything. So I went with Austin to Philadelphia, right? I went back to sort of the town where my college is, and he helped me record the song, and I had Cindy there as well. And, we recorded everything, right? Like, we recorded the parts, and the melody and everything, and Austin is amazing. He actually arranged the music, and then I had a song. So I was okay, great, right? Like, fast forward, do a lot of processes in terms of getting it mixed and mastered and all that stuff. I finally had a song. But again, I did not release it, right, for a couple years, right? If I released it in 2021, this is 2026 now, right? So it took 5 years. I kind of put a pause on making music, and I kind of was going through a lot of other things in my life, and didn't really think about it, right? And mind you, throughout those years, I got melodies and beats for other songs, right? But there wasn't really an avenue for me to explore making music again, right? I don't know how to explain it, but essentially, like, that was put on pause in my life. I was dealing with a lot of other stuff with my career and stuff like that. And come fast forward, right, this year, I actually got reminded of that song, and I was like, yeah, I actually did release it, right? I actually did, create it, but I didn't really feel called until this year to actually release it, right, as a song itself. And it's funny because At the church I'm in now, the Tabernacle of Revival, up in Dobbs Ferry, New York. The worship pastor there asked me to, because they have something every second Sunday called Artistic Sunday, and he asked me to, he said, why don't you just showcase your song, right, that you created? And I was like, yeah, you're actually right? Like I actually saw a couple people on Artistic Sundays like talk about their songs that they relate, that they created and stuff, and I actually decided to showcase it there for the first time. And it is through that I felt God telling me this is actually the right time to release your song. So 5 years in, or 5 years later, I decided to actually release the song. But it's funny how God works, because even though it felt that, I was putting it on pause, it wasn't forgotten, right? It was already something that was mixed and mastered and produced. But I felt God bringing it into the right forefront now in my life to release it. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited to, I'm excited when it comes out. I actually am going to be doing a church tour where I go to different churches and showcase the song as well. So I'm really excited for that, especially during the summer, because the summer I'm a little bit more free. But yeah, that's kind of the inspiration behind it. And I'm just excited about how God decided to orchestrate everything in the midst of that, and I'm excited to showcase my song and also bring people closer to Him, because the vibe is very worshipy, right? It's a worshipy type of song, and it talks about seeking God, right? And like how other things may be going on in our lives, but at the end of the day, God is the only one we should desire. And the more we desire and seek Him, the more He pours into us, and the more He pours His Spirit out on us, and the more He blesses us. So definitely excited to showcase that and showcase it all with the same energy and fervor at that time that I recorded it. And I'm excited to build communities of worship and, just music and spreading God's word and God's truth to communities around me. So yeah, that's the inspiration behind it, and hope you all get to experience the same thing that I experienced when it's released.